Hello guys. Yes, I cut my hair. I wonder how many people actually commented that under my gift cut video because that's going to go up first, but I'm filming both today, so I haven't addressed it in that video. But yeah, I cut my hair. Just got fed up with it. That's kind of the reason. I really like it. Anyway though, the video today is about fainting on London Underground. Also, side note, I'm sorry I sound a bit weird, but I am getting ill. I've been fighting the lurgy for a long time, and I think I'm finally losing, which is really rubbish because it is 2 weeks before Christmas, so I hope I'll be okay by Christmas. Anyway, fainting on the tube. As you can see from the title, it's not clickbait. I did actually faint on the tube. I did it before. I think it must have been around 2014 that I fainted on the tube the first time. I'm also sorry that my neighbour is so loud. How many side notes do I have to make in this video? Yeah, I fainted 2014, just in the morning. I was kind of hungover though, so at the time I thought maybe, you know, I'm just a bit hungover or dehydrated or something. But yeah, it happened again on Monday. Today is Sunday, so 6 days ago I fainted on the tube. In the morning as well. I don't ever eat breakfast that early because I start work before 9, so I leave my house at like 7 something. So that's a bit early to eat breakfast. So I didn't eat breakfast. I do drink water and stuff though, and just went to go to work. I don't have a very long journey at the moment. And about 4 stops in, I was standing because, you know, rush hour tubes, there is no seats, especially not on a Monday morning. It's absolutely rammed. So I was standing kind of in the, don't know, where people are sitting, so in the middle bit, not in the doorway bit, but in the bit where other people sitting in the middle. I was kind of standing and like holding onto the handrail, whatever thing. And at first I was really fine for the first few stations, but yeah, about 4 stations in, I just felt weird. And as I had fainted before, I fainted quite a few times in my life because I have quite low blood pressure. So, you know, fainting for me isn't super uncommon. It doesn't happen all the time, but maybe like once, twice a year I will faint. So I kind of, you know, I just felt a bit weird and I thought, am I going to pass out? And usually I'm quite good at fighting it off. Like I'll just really move all my limbs and I'm like going to talk to myself like, don't faint, don't faint, don't faint. But this was coming on really quickly and like I could tell that people were looking at me weird, so I knew that I must have already been kind of moving really weirdly and probably looking a bit weird. And the next thing I knew, it's just I was on the floor. I could have only been unconscious for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but I just fell like a wet towel. That's not a thing you say. Like a bag of water. I have no idea. I just fell straight down. Luckily there were loads of people, so I didn't really fall hard because there were people everywhere, so I could kind of only really fall, kind of slump into myself. And yeah, then I just heard like muddled voices. Someone said, press the emergency button. And then I was like, no, just let me get off at the station. Because at that point we were already at the next station. And then I kind of put my hand up, hoping someone would help me up. No one did. But then some guy behind me just grabbed me under the arms and like helped me up, and then like helped me out the train and sat me down. And then station personnel came and talked to me, so that was really nice. That guy's never going to watch this, but thank you for being the only person actually being helpful. And yeah, then he sat with me for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I felt quite good at that point, so I thanked him again and told him, you know, he should go to work, and he left. And then I was with station personnel for 10 minutes maybe, then the medic came, then I got some water. And then, yeah, they basically told me that this happens all the time. There is like apparently like 700 or 800 people faint a year on London Underground, and they had one like the week before. And I know why it happened. It's just super extremely hot on these trains. There's like, you get the feeling there's no air, and it's like noise, movement, loads of people, and it's really cold outside, or it was really cold outside on the Monday. So my body just kind of wasn't ready for that, I guess. And I didn't really have breakfast, so I had no sugar in me, and I was probably a bit dehydrated even though I did drink water, and it was just a bit scary. And I felt really hot when I was in the station. I like took my coat off and just took everything off, and I was like, and then had a chat to the medic, and about 20 minutes later the medic helped me on the next train and actually vacated a priority seat for me. So me being like a 20-something-year-old coming in the train, and then the medic had to be like, please vacate the priority seat, and some like much older woman had to get up for me, and I felt really bad. But this is kind of the reason why now I always try and get a seat. I mean, I usually can't because it's impossible. Monday, Tuesdays is impossible because it's too crowded, but I'm usually far too polite. Actually, on the Monday, there was a seat free in the morning after like one station, and I actually offered it to someone else, and I didn't take it myself, and I wish I had. But I'm kind of that person that doesn't mind standing, even if it is for like 5, 6, 7 stations. I'm just kind of like giving it to whoever. But now I'll just kind of take the seat, and I actually felt really kind of scared of it happening again, the fainting, because if you didn't know, I have quite an anxious personality. So because it happened, I knew it was going to happen. When I went back on the tube that day, I just had this weird panic that I was going to faint again, and that made me feel a bit faint. So I kind of almost took it on myself that I was going to faint again. I didn't, but I did feel really bad, and then it took me until Thursday basically to feel kind of confident enough again that I knew I wasn't going to faint. But yeah, basically, I think it was on Friday I was on the tube and I still had a bit of fear, so I sat down once there was a seat available, and then, you know, a mum with 2 children came in. I mean, they were like 7 and 8 or something, so they weren't like toddlers or anything. But I just felt really bad and I wanted to get up for them, but then I thought, what if I'm going to faint again? And then that doesn't really help anyone. So yeah, I just feel like an arsehole basically for sitting down when other people come in. I mean, obviously I would get up for like someone disabled or like an old person. But the station medic just said basically, if you are prone to passing out, you should really just sit, because all you're going to do passing out all the time is delay services. I didn't delay the service on Monday, by the way. I just got out when the train stopped anyway, so no delay from me. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like just knowing this is very common kind of changed my perspective on it a bit, because I'm sure you know that feeling when you're like on a train and you see someone that looks really healthy not get up for someone that looks really old or really unhealthy or something, and in your head you're just like, oh, that's really rude. But you know, like some people just have like invisible things, like maybe they have an illness you can't see, maybe they are prone to passing out all the time. You know, you just don't know that. So that might kind of made me change my opinion and perspective on things. And yeah, if you think I have a medical problem, by the way, I don't really. My doctor knows about this, that I'm prone to fainting, and I just have low blood pressure, and if I don't eat sugar, I can pass out. Again, I don't pass out all the time, it doesn't like happen like, oh my god. But yeah, it has happened probably in the last, since I've been in England, probably has happened like 6, 7 times, I think. So, you know, to someone that never passes out, that's probably loads. I don't really know. So yeah, that happened to me. It was a bit scary, and I hope it doesn't happen again. And I just wanted to make this video to raise awareness and kind of talk about it. Have you ever passed out on public transport? It doesn't have to be London Underground, of course, but you know, do you know that feeling when you're just kind of feeling dizzy and tunnel vision black, and yeah. So that's my video, guys. I hope you found it entertaining, informing, I don't know. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Subscribe if you want to, give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!